to Game Crunch, your weekly video game podcast. My name is Mike Anastasia. With me today we have Nick.
Hello.
And Brandon.
Hey.
And we are here to talk about games and things.
Games and things.
What?
I say games and things.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're back to the old routines. Because all the new games are out again. So, what have we been playing? I don't know. It's history. Could be anything. Not really. I don't know. I got old stuff. I went back to old stuff. I have no fucking clue Brandon played. Because I'm looking at the name of it. And then Nick has exciting things that are not games.
They're not video games actually at all.
Yeah, I have stories that aren't video games also.
Okay. Well, since I played games, I'll start first, I guess.
Sounds good.
So I finished Paper Mario for the N64 on the Switch app.
It took you this long?
Well, I don't know if you remember me telling you last time. Like, the last time I played it, I had that crash where I lost like 2 hours of progress because it doesn't save.
I was just making a joke, like it took you from the time it released to just now to finish Paper Mario.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, lost that part. But yeah, no. So I put it down for a couple weeks because Kirby came out. But I was just frustrated. It sucks when you lose that stuff and you got to go back through.
Yeah.
So, that was frustrating. But I finally went through and finished it. It's good. I mean, I knew it was good because I'd played it before. I think I've only ever played through the game once before. And I really enjoy it. Like, it's just nice. It's kind of like a nice little like casual story. Like the gameplay is just kind of solid. RPG, like turn-based RPG with those like action commands and stuff. So it's always fun, and it's just quirky. A couple of things that really made me laugh was there was like one point where this character yells "Penguin Murder Mystery," and that just kind of made my day. And also, like I don't think it's funny because I just don't think that this would fly in like today's like age. But one of the like main characters of the game, his name is Twink.
Oh,
just kills
that
me.
probably wouldn't fly.
Yeah, they're like, hey Twink, thanks Twink.
I mean, I recently, and when I say recently, within the last year, learned that that's an offensive term, and I was like, oh, okay.
So it's just kind of just.
Did you think it was a term of endearment beforehand? Like what? How the hell?
I didn't think it was offensive.
Okay,
I would consider it more of like a sexual term.
Yeah,
like some people can use it like offensively too, I guess. But it's just kind of, it's just odd. It's just an odd thing.
It's funny.
So
I mean, I think I would consider it. Oh, sorry. I think I'd consider it like an offensive term if it's someone who's like not of that sexuality calling someone that, because most of the time that's aimed at like a place of hatred or just being offensive for offensive's sake. But moving on from that.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on like the context, and obviously in this game, like the context is, it's a star, so it's like Twinkle. It's like a nickname for like Twinkle. I'm guessing.
Now that makes way more sense. I have not played Paper Mario, and I was sitting here thinking, I wonder what that character looks like.
What kind of man is this Twink?
Go ahead and put that into your Googler.
Yeah.
Well, I know that's not going to be the name of the episode, but that would be an absolutely amazing episode name. What kind of man is this Twink?
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, Paper Mario is great, and I still will sing the praises of the N64 controller for the Switch. I love it. Like I don't know, like the rumble's just so amazing on it. I don't know why. I know I've talked about it like every time. But like the rumble is just like just something so magic. It's so much nicer than the rumble pack ever actually was. But the rumble pack was not a great rumble. Like this is just kind of like a nice, like I just don't know how to. It's just like a soothing.
The rumble pack was an all over rumble.
Yeah, it's just like how Jay. It's like they stuck 2 rocks inside like a motor and just like cranked it up.
But inside the rumble pack is actually 2 very angry bees with poor credit.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But, if you want to play Paper Mario, it's great. They fixed the Wyatt glitch, so hopefully, you won't have any problems with that. But apparently, just make sure you save and quit the app from time to time if you're going to play it. Hopefully, that's something they fix eventually. I don't know. But the other thing I played was I went back to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Because I don't know if you guys remember, I bought the season pass for this, like when you could. But I actually never went through and played the second DLC pack. when it came out. I don't remember why. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, I guess, last fall, but I just wasn't super interested in going back into it at that time. That's why I was sitting there the other day. I was like, I'll try it out, and it's fun. Like, I like it. It's not like it's weird because all the other like Warriors games that I've played, like when you get the DLC stuff, it seems like it's like a very extensive amount of content, and that is not how I would describe the second DLC pack for this one. So it's like there's 8 new like story stages, so where they kind of like fills in like some like nothing like exciting. Like it's like, hey, this is what happened in between point A and point B, but it's not anything you're really wondering about. It's just kind of like some more character building like moment stages, which is fine. Like I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the character building moments there, but I'm not like, oh my god, you've got to see what they unveiled in this story content. Like no, it's nothing like that. So, and there's some extra quests to do that you can unlock another cutscene for, which I have not done yet. I'm like one mission away from doing it, and it's a level I just have to replay again because it's annoying. And that's it. Like, it did not take me very long to get to this point. So there's that. And there's a couple other like bonus stages, and it unlocks some like new abilities. And the 2 new characters you get, they're fun. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about it. Like, it's not like I said, it's. I know some of the other Warriors things when you get the new DLC, you're like, oh, I have a ton of stuff to do. I didn't feel like with the first one for this game. Like I'm like, oh, I played it for like a solid couple of weeks. Like there seemed like there was a lot of content to get through. Like some new challenges. There's 3 new characters, and but this one just kind of is like, yeah, here's a couple new stages, and there's some unlockables. But you've probably already got so much shit built up from the last 100 hours of this game that you really don't have to work terribly hard to unlock them. So have fun. Peace out. See you next game. So I don't know. I mean, listen, the last 2 characters, solid. The content there as a whole, solid. I really love Age of Calamity, but I just was surprised at how like lackluster the second DLC felt. So, whatever. It is what it is. I really enjoyed my time with the game, so I can't really complain. So that's it. So I've been playing.
Okay, nice.
I know. All right, Brandon, you got games to talk about, so I guess you're going next.
Yeah, I got some weird games to talk about. All right, so I played 2 games. One I just started playing, like literally last night, but I played a lot of it. But I'll talk about Golf with Your Friends. Have either of you guys played this game yet?
No.
What are friends?
Okay,
Let's
that's
go.
fair.
I'm still the with your part.
Okay, so Golf with Your Friends is a multiplayer golfing game with up to 12 other people, that sort of deal. It's a lot of fun. It's a mini golf game, and
okay, like
a lot. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, like putt. But it's like got like imaginative like fantasy courses and everything. So there's like Aztec, there's like space and like in a volcano area, there's dinosaurs, this, that, and the other. And there's lots of different and interesting ways that you can get the ball into the hole. So like you can use like the physics of the game to like ricochet your ball off of things and like bounce it over entire stretches of land to get to the hole faster and that sort of deal. It's just been really fun. When I say bounce it over, I mean, you know how they have like those boxes and that's where the hole is and everything? Well, it's like that, but you can jump over those boxes and into another box and that sort of deal. So the easiest one to probably give you an example of is when you start in this one level, there's like a big rock in front of you. And if you like hit it at like full power, it'll bounce up and off of that rock and over to like another entire part of the course, which will allow you to like make like a par 5 into like a par 3 essentially and get like an eagle. It's very
like
interesting.
End of Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, kind of. It's very interesting the ways you can play this game. It's a lot of fun. It's just an absolute blast. So I've been playing that with friends lately, and then I also started playing last night, quite literally. I started playing Bloons Tower Defense 6.
Is it balloons or
Yes,
balloons?
it's balloons,
Balloons,
but it's
like
about
little-
balloons. It's about balloons. That's just the way it's spelled. That's just the way
bunch
it's
of balloons.
done, essentially.
Why is it? There's 5 other ones.
Yes. A lot of them
I haven't
are
played any of them.
either mobile or web-based, but
Do I
this
need
one's
to
like, no,
play
you
them
don't
to
need to play
understand it?
the other ones. No.
Does
Well,
it give
I
you
will
like
get-
an adequate background story then?
Yeah, will I
I
get
don't want
lost
to
in
be
the lore?
lost.
It'll explain enough to you.
Okay,
You'll understand it.
gotcha.
Does
I
it
just
have
don't wanna be
a
lost.
comic like Mass Effect 3 to like
Mhm.
fill in blanks?
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll understand. It's pretty easy.
Okay.
Essentially, it's a balloon. It's like a tower defense game, obviously.
Oh.
But you're using monkeys to pop balloons, but there's different kinds of monkeys. So, and they have different branching, like basically RPG like pathways you can take. So when you have like enough money from popping balloons, you can upgrade like one path, and it's like one path is like, say for instance, you put down sniper monkey, you can upgrade its sniper to do like bullet penetration. So the balloons that are darker colors, which normally would take more to pop, you'd be able to pop them faster because of the fact that you've done bullet penetration to the sniper monkey. And it's fucking weird, and it sounds really convoluted, but like once you're actually playing it, it makes like a lot of sense, and the upgrade paths are really neat and a lot of fun, and it adds a lot to the game because of that. Because there's essentially 3 upgrade paths, but you can only take 2 at a time. So you have to decide like, oh, do I want this to be able to see this kind of balloon? Because there's a specific kind of balloon that if your monkey doesn't have the ability to see it, then it can't destroy it, and as such it'll just walk right on by you, and you won't be able to, destroy it. So you'll take damage when it gets through your defenses. So you have to like upgrade some monkeys to protect against that, and you'll have to upgrade other ones to just do like high amounts of fast output damage, so that you can get rid of the other ones faster and that sort of deal. It's a lot of fun. It's very weird, but it makes sense whenever you're actually playing it. It's way harder to describe, but it's very casual, much like Golf with Friends is, but it gets difficult as you play more and more of it and like get to higher levels. So it's very good. That's it. That's all I've done. I did other things such as really push the eBay. Goodness, what's the word I'm looking for? I really pushed an eBay account and started selling things a lot because I'm trying to get up the money for my my Steam Deck,
Steam Deck.
Yeah, that should be coming up in a few weeks. It'll be time for me to pay for it, and essentially when you get your chance to buy your Steam Deck, you have 3 days to purchase it, or else you lose your spot and have to wait again. So I'm trying to get everything up and ready as fast as humanly possible so that I can actually buy it. So there's that. Yeah, that's been my life lately. That's it. That's all I've done.
It's very exciting.
Mm-hmm. I've played
Yeah,
r/place also, but no one really wants to hear about that. So whatever.
Well, I mean, it's exciting, right?
Is it? You guys didn't seem to care.
Yeah,
No,
I
a lot
was
of people
I
had a lot of
ruffling
fun with
through
it.
it, and I liked it.
Yeah.
It's fun pictures.
There's actually this really cool thing I found, which is a complete atlas that explains every image and what went on when people were trying to make it.
Go on.
Like when you highlight the images on r/place on the image on the link I just sent you, it tells you what streamer did it, how like any of the like story behind it, that sort of deal, like how long it took. But yeah, r/place was a April Fool's Day joke, essentially, where every member of Reddit was allowed to place 1 pixel art square every 5 minutes. But a lot of large communities came together and like banded together to help each other out, and they made this giant like artwork, and at the end of it, it was shared with everybody. And you've got things from like YouTube channels to like podcasts to like Pokemon and Star Wars stuff. There was a running joke where anything that had some form of gradient, people would sneak Among Us characters into it. So there was that, and there's just so much to look over. I highly recommend going and checking out the r/place atlas that people put together, which explains
That's kinda
every
neat.
single image in the artwork, where it goes, what the subreddit is that made it, and any of the like background story behind it. So it's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's really neat. You can it has everything. It tells you which Reddit it came from.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you a little bit of story. Like it's nice for me too, because some of these pictures I just don't know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can be like, oh, that's what this is.
Yep. So I had fun taking part in this. I put a few images down. Most of it had to do with VTubers or games I liked, or anime, or YouTubers that I like. But that's essentially what I've been doing this week.
All
So there you
right.
go.
Nick, I guess it's up to you.
It's all up to me?
Yeah.
Alright. So, besides playing more of Kirby this week, which I just did mainly that, played more of Kirby and beat the second level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was cool. I like that a lot. I discovered in Kirby, by the way, that when you go to look at the little figurines, it's Kirby, like looking at them, and you can have like Kirby looking at Kirby.
Mm.
Oh, that's kind of weird. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so go to view your like little figurines, and like you'll go to a table, and it's a giant Kirby kaiju looking at the figures.
That's kind of neat.
And that was great. So I watched the first episode of the new Disney Plus show,
Mm-hmm.
and not that I call myself a Moon Knight expert, because I'm not, but like I feel like I can talk about it and my opinion can be respected. It was good. It was decent for if you guys ever watched any of the Marvel shows at all.
Yes.
So you know how like the first few episodes of Marvel shows are just kind of establishing things, and there's really no rhyme or reason to what's happening or going on quite yet. You know what I mean? So you got to take that and kind of turn that up a bit, because not only are they like starting a brand new show, but this is like for a lot of people their first exposure to Moon Knight and who he is.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of building they're going to have to do to kind of explain him to an audience who's never seen him before, because with the other shows they at least had the convenience of like everybody knew who Loki was from the movies, and everybody knew who Scarlet Witch was, and Vision, and you know, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a, I don't want to say like a learning curve, but maybe like an interest curve, where you might lose some people in the first few episodes, but I anticipate it getting good. There was a lot of callbacks to older Moon Knight stuff and older Moon Knight characters, but it doesn't seem to be following any sort of rhyme or reason as far as the comics go. I haven't seen anything that points it to one particular run, which is good, in my opinion. But I liked it. It was pretty decent. Oscar Isaac is good. He's not good at making a British accent, but like as far as like as the pick for Moon Knight, I don't know who else I would pick besides him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the right person? I don't know, but at least he like I can't I hate when I'd say like, oh, I don't like this person as this character, but then I also can't like give you a better opinion of who I think should be in that position. If that makes sense.
I see.
Yeah. So no, it's pretty good so far. The next episode comes out this week. So hopefully it'll continue on getting better. But I was just really happy to finally see him in the MCU, as it were, because he's, like I said, one of my favorite characters. So it's cool to see. It's cool to see my boy in the flesh for the first time. Everybody else got their kind of time in the sun. Now it's his turn. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, is there any questions about the show?
Does it make any sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
Okay.
Great question, Brandon.
Does it make sense? That my
the thing is, like,
might not have.
The thing, well, it's not that your explanation didn't. It's that you said, they're having to build a character that hasn't been shown in the Marvel universe before, and also like his backstory hasn't even been touched upon anywhere in the past. So it's like, okay, well, if you've never read Moon Knight, if you've never seen Moon Knight, if you've never heard of Moon Knight, could you sit down and watch this and be like, okay, I understand right now what's going on? Or would be like, you're lost, more or less.
The good thing about the first episode, right, is, so like I told you, like I said, they're going with the multiple personality thing. The personality who they introduce you to also has no fucking idea what's going on.
Okay.
So, the same time he's finding out different things, you're finding out those different things along with him.
Oh, okay. It's one of those.
So, in the comics, what's his 3 personalities? Let me see here. I just want to make sure I get the names right. All right, he's got 5? I thought it was just 3. Well, the original
I
was
heard
just
he
3.
had a lot. Not just...
In the original, it was 3. I don't know what's going to be in this. I guess if they're counting, so in the comics, Mark Spector is the OG person. That's the actual character who Oscar Isaac is playing. Mark Spector is a fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Mercenary. He's a mercenary who dies while on a mission in Egypt and gets raised from the dead by the Egyptian god Khonshu, and then becomes kind of a physical extension of him, and he's like, hey, go do my bidding, I brought you back to life. And then you have Stephen Grant, which is the person who Oscar Isaac is playing in the show to begin with. Doesn't matter who he was in the comics because it's completely different in this. Another one is Jake Lockley, Mr. Knight, which is, if you've seen any of the pictures of him in a complete white suit with like the white mask, that's the Mr. Knight personality. Then you also have, obviously, just regular Moon Knight. So his 3 human personalities are Jake Lockley, Mark Spector, and Stephen Grant. So the show opens with Stephen Grant being like a gift shop. He's working at a gift shop, like selling things, like a cashier.
Okay.
But he, like I said, has no idea what the fuck is going on. And Mark Spector kind of keeps coming in and like taking over the body. He's like, it's, mom said it's my turn with the Xbox, and starts fighting off the things that are coming after him. So, like I said, you'll be confused, but just as much as the main character is confused, and you learn things the same time as him.
Okay.
So, it's good for that. I would suggest for somebody who hasn't been exposed to the universe of Moon Knight yet, maybe give it like 2-3 episodes to come out. Because then maybe you can build more context at one time, rather than watch one episode today and be like, yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
All right.
So, if that makes sense.
It does, somewhat.
Yeah.
So, but other than watching Moon Knight, I tried a beverage.
Oh, I'm so excited about this.
I tried Nitro Pepsi.
You sound very thrilled. 10 out of 10. Great topic.
Soda should not be nitroed. It should.
It kind of gives it like a creamy flavor.
So, okay. So, have you ever drank a nitro beer? Either of you?
No.
Okay.
Did you follow the instructions on the can?
No, I drank it from the can.
Did you do? But you didn't do what the can said.
I pay bills. I'm not listening to a can.
Oh, I don't know. So, well, finish your story, and then I'll tell you what I had read.
So there are instructions on the can to crack it open, pour it hard, and enjoy. Those are literally the 3 steps of enjoying Nitro Pepsi. And by pour it hard, they mean like completely 180 invert the can over a glass. Mm-hmm. Which, if I'm not to drink this in a can, your marketing has already failed because you put it in a can, and it's like I'm going to be mobile with this. So nitro beers are okay. They're fine. It does make it smoother. It's not as like bubbly. There's a creaminess to the, even though it's not an actual, like, don't expect to crack this open and get like cream in there, but it's like the same kind of consistency as cream.
Okay.
The best way I can equate the flavor of this is like, you ever get done like a Coke Slurpee, and there's like just that like fizzled out Coke on the bottom end with like the ice melted into it, and it's like, it's not bad, and you're getting hints of Coca-Cola, like regular Coca-Cola, but it's not quite there. That's what I get from Nitro Pepsi. It just tastes like it's flat Pepsi, but like not entirely flat.
Okay.
So like Pepsi, that's like, it's not completely flat yet, but like you're pulling up to the station. You're definitely pulling up to the station. Now, I've heard the vanilla nitro is much better, and I can understand that because I feel like the creaminess with the vanilla flavoring might create more of like a cream soda-ish vibe. without the attacking of bubbles.
I can see that.
But just straight up Nitro Pepsi from the can, I don't think I would ever buy it again as like a, hey, I need a tasty beverage. Let me crack one of these boys open. So, yeah, but like you said, Mike, there are instructions to, quote, crack open, pour hard, and then enjoy.
Yeah, because I did see, I had read a review on it, and this guy had like 2 cans. And granted, one of them was vanilla, and the other one was just like the regular. So maybe that was some of the difference. But he did say like the first one, he kind of did what you did, just kind of like didn't really follow the instructions and just kind of like drank it like as is. And he was just kind of like very like underwhelmed. It was just like, this is dumb, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, there's instructions here. So the second one, he actually did. He's like, he realized it wants like a full 180, like you said, like upside down, like chug this shit out of the can and into a glass. And he said that like the second one, while still not like, hey, this will never be a preferred soda kind of thing, but just as more of like an experience and more as just kind of like something new, like that was actually like very different, and it was a much better experience than his first can. So I guess
maybe I'll try that next time. But I will say, inherently, the marketing is not very good. Because when you put it in a can, I'm going to crack it open and drink it straight from the can.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
If you told me... What's that?
I would say, or what they probably should have done is not stuck it in a can, like you said, and just did more of a, like, I don't know, some sort of weird design where like they make it so you have to pour it into like a glass, like not something you could drink out of. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm kind of envisioning something that's like just a weird shape.
Well, maybe like instead of having it in a crack top can, you have like, I don't know, like it has to be over like literally like maybe like the width of a glass. And you gotta pop it over, and then you pull it out, and like there's no way to drink it properly straight from the can.
Yeah,
because like I said, if you drink this straight from the can, I don't know what the comparison experience versus drinking it from like, you know, properly pouring it. But I would be interested in at least buying it one more time just to try that, just to be like, hey, let's see what the difference is. But as far as it goes, like, you know, it's just not. It's not something I like.
Yeah, I'll have to try it. Well, where'd you find it? Just at like the 7-Eleven kind of thing?
Well, I found mine at Wawa, but you don't have Wawa.
Yeah, no, so I'm in like a normal state.
Yeah, so for the 3 states who understood what I just said, you can maybe try your Wawa. But like, yeah, I guess 7-Eleven sells it. 7-Eleven sells a lot of like weird odds and ends beverages that like I don't normally find other places. Like, I know they stock like G Fuel, so like. Chances are they probably have the Pepsi.
Yeah, I'll have to look next time I'm in there and see, because I'm interested in trying. I love Pepsi.
Pepsi's good. That's the other thing too. Is I love regular Pepsi. So then drinking this, I was like, I would have just rather got a regular Pepsi.
Yeah, and
regular Pepsi is delicious.
And I kind of imagine it as like, you know how like the difference between like, I don't know, maybe it's just me because I drink a lot of like Pepsi, but like the difference between Pepsi and like a can versus a bottle versus a fountain is like a huge difference. And I kind of just imagine this is some weird like amalgamation, probably closer on like the weak fountain side.
I prefer Pepsi from a plastic bottle.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm much more of a plastic bottle if it's like, and if I do get something in a can, like a beer, like I would prefer to pour it into a glass and then drink it. I just like that better. Yeah.
I rarely drink sodas from the can if I have the choice.
And I feel like fountains are just wildly inconsistent. It's just like you have like the ideal. It's like, okay, if the machine is good and it's not nasty, like then you'll have this decent Pepsi. But if it's like the carbonation's weak or like the lines are dirty or whatever, then it's like you're gonna get some weird taste and shit. And it's like, I don't know. I'd rather just not.
Yeah, no. Like I said. But yeah, I don't know. I guess do your 7-Elevens are they also like the super ones like with gas stations and stuff?
We have a couple. It depends.
Okay, maybe they might have it, but I don't know. But yeah, definitely try. You know, if you want to try it, I'm not going to tell you not to. You seem to be a Pepsi man, as it were.
Seaman!
Yeah. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't think my body was prepared for the sensation that it makes.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's not what I was like expecting, so maybe I just got caught off guard mentally. You know what I mean? Like you ever prepare yourself, like you prepare you're like, all right, this is gonna have a certain feel, this is gonna be a certain texture, whatever, and then you like crack it open, you're like,
I mean, that's like
my
the story of our
estimates were way
lives,
off.
right? Like, it just happens so many times.
Yeah.
It's like why I don't like olives, because there was one time when I was a kid, I was like,
No.
grapes. And then I was like, oh,
Olives are
no.
delicious.
Oh, no.
That's funny that you go, ooh, grapes. Oh, no.
Yeah. That's
Oopsie.
yeah, oopsies. Yeah, nope, not grapes. That stuff happens all the time. So it's just this thing. So, but yeah, no, I'm definitely a Pepsi man. I guess kind of like tangential story. The doc I'm working with right now, I'm at a family care practice now. He looks over at me and my Pepsi and he's like, when are you going to stop drinking that? I was like, I don't know. I guess when I get diabetes. He was like,
when are you going to mind your own fucking business?
Exactly. I've known you for like a day. It's like, I'm not obese. Like I'm underweight, if anything. Pepsi's not going to kill me. Thank you. So
when are you going to stop drinking that? Excuse me? Are you?
It's weird.
You just look at him and go, when I'm dead.
I'm in a very healthy office right now. It's very weird. I feel like a lot
pull
of
this Pepsi from my cold, dead hands.
Take it if you dare.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, and I'm drinking a Pepsi right now. Although the mango is my favorite one. I don't know where it's gone all of a sudden though. You can find it everywhere last summer.
Mango Pepsi, I think, is a summer thing.
They said it was a permanent. When it came out, they said it was a permanent, like, new flavor, like cherry Pepsi. They're gonna do regular cherry and mango, but I've only seen like sporadically since then. So I'm not sure if it was like, because I know a lot of things got messed up because of like
might be a mango shortage.
Could be a mango shortage, I guess. But there's also all those like logistics with like shipping and like bottling and like all like the supply chain issues.
Yeah.
So I was kind of wondering if they're like, well, we don't have enough supply for mango Pepsi, so let's just focus on regular, like the old standard Pepsis to make sure those are there.
Old reliable Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Possibly.
Which is fine. That's fine. But I like the mango Pepsi. It's like a splash of life on my tongue. Delicious. So
there we go.
Yeah, that's that. What else? What's new? We got no news. News in there.
News this week.
Yeah, we had like the big like blowout of news. Supposedly Sony's going to be. I mean, I guess we can talk about this. Sony apparently is going to be unveiling PlayStation VR 2 like more formally very soon. Apparently, emails have gone out, like similar to what they did prior to the PlayStation 5, but nothing's officially announced yet.
We thinking that's like a this year's thing?
No. I think the announced like the formal like unveiling will be this year, but I don't. If at best it'd be the fall, but Sony seems to like do not. I think it'll be like an early next year thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they've been really weird about showing off PSVR 2 stuff because it's been like just like a random Thursday. They'll be like, "Hey guys, check out our new hardware," and you're like, "Oh, okay." All right.
Yeah, and then I mean too, like they still really would need to show like software stuff. So I don't know.
Maybe it's out tomorrow. It's out now. Go buy it. Oh shit.
Yeah, here it is. Big deal. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's rumors that Sony has an acquisition like in the works too. So maybe that's something to do with it as well.
Maybe.
I don't know. Could be anything.
Could be nothing.
Yeah.
Could be everything.
It could be all of the things.
I feel like they should release a list of the games that we're getting first for the services.
Because they haven't put out anything new on that since we talked about it last week, right?
The only thing that I heard is that, and I'm not sure if they're going to put a stop to this or like change the cutoff, but I did hear that the PlayStation Now like if you have a PlayStation Now subscription, you'll be grandfathered into the new service.
That's what I heard too.
Which is weird that it's specifically the PlayStation Now. Because I have some friends who have bought PlayStation Plus like years in advance, because they're like, I'm gonna have this.
Well, because the PlayStation Plus would just convert to that tier of PlayStation Plus, right?
Well, I don't know. They haven't really said, and my assumption would be like, yeah, or like maybe you can pay the difference, or you upgrade it. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, my friend was like, yeah, I bought like 4 or 5 years ahead of time, and I was like, first off, that's wild to me.
Yeah,
Because
it's
PlayStation
only
Plus is like what, $60 a year?
Yep.
Like you spend a lot of money for a service you assume was still going to be active in 5 years.
Yeah, so here's what Kotaku said. It says they say if you were currently subscribed to PlayStation Plus, Sony says your subscription will automatically convert to PlayStation Plus Essential.
Okay.
So that's the same thing, basically. But those who signed up for PlayStation Now, at least in the US, will see their subscriptions convert into PlayStation Plus Premium. So, and it says PlayStation Now is like $60 for a year. So it's a pretty big discount.
Yeah, so, but they haven't really, I don't think they've really said anything else more about what's going on with that. Too much anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
And then Kotaku is saying that the online, like through the store ability to buy PlayStation Now is dead, but like you might be able to at retailers still.
Yeah, I think you can buy like the cards or whatever. Are the cards the thing that they kept available?
I would guess so, probably. Like my guess is it's probably like the eShop kind of thing where they're like, yeah, we'll put some hurdles in between you and actually like buying the stuff before the store closes, but we're not gonna like completely pull the rug out from underneath you until next March or whatever when it shuts down.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Neither do I.
Did you no, Sonic's not out yet, right? You didn't see that yet.
Sonic comes out this week, so I have tickets to see that this Friday. I wish it was out because I've talked about it today.
Yeah, the early previews sound really good, at least.
Yeah, but I am curious of what's going to happen with the future of it, because did you see what
Jim Carrey's retired?
said? Yeah, Jim Carrey's like, I'm not doing movies no more. And I was like, okay, is that true? Is it not true? I don't know. Maybe. Could be.
Probably just like anything. Like, who knows? Maybe the people who made the second movie will come and wave a fat stack of cash at him and be like, just one more movie.
Just one more.
Yeah, we got to do like a trilogy. There has to be one more.
I mean, I know they plan on making because I know there's gonna be like a Knuckles show. I think they're saying like Paramount, I think, is gonna have a Knuckles show.
So, I don't know. They might.
Yeah, but I know they were talking about like a whole Sonic, because everything's got to be a fucking cinematic universe now. They were talking about like a Sonic cinematic universe, and I was like, oh, okay, sure.
That says Knuckles is getting a TV show, and Idris Elba will reprise the role.
Nice.
So good.
Yeah, I'll have to see the second movie as soon as possible.
I mean, I'm glad that the second movie's getting like good early reviews.
Yeah,
because like you guys both saw the first one, right?
No, I still haven't bothered.
Really?
Every time I look, like, because every once in a while there'll be times where I'm like, I need something like dead background noise to put on, and I'm like, oh, I could always put on the Sonic movie because it's on Paramount Plus, I believe. I know I've seen it on one of the streaming things that I have. And then I'm like, I really can't stomach Sonic right now, so then I just don't.
Damn.
Well, yeah. So it's not bad as far as
you
video
guys
game.
Seemed like you were pretty good on it.
Yeah, because like I mean, you think about video game movies, right? And they're typically trash.
Yeah,
for the most part. This wasn't. I wouldn't say it was trash. But, like, at the same time, like, I don't know. It maybe because I'm not the
target audience.
The target audience. Like, it was definitely more like a family fun kind of, like, bring your kids to it movie where, like a parent could enjoy it. Because, like, oh, I remember Sonic the Hedgehog. And the kid's like, haha, blue mouse, man.
Yeah.
But,
hey, Mom, it's that guy from Smash Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, there's also, like, I've been seeing like screen caps of the new ones where like they reference like certain things from certain games and whatnot. So you're like, oh, that's cool. So like as far as adaptations go, especially being a live action adaptation, like it works. There's nothing inherently bad about it. But there's also like I don't know. I liked it enough that I saw it like 2 or 3 times. So and I'm like I feel like subjecting myself to a video game movie more than once should kind of communicate that it's good. Because most video game movies I've watched, I'm just like, yep, I'm good.
There was I wonder if Nintendo's going to drop more on the Mario movie. Like I feel like that's got to be soon
It
too.
is supposed to.
It's supposed to be like this
It's
year.
just attached to the Sonic movie at the end. Or at the beginning. I meant that'd be really funny and
trailer
mean.
for it.
Yeah.
Or it's like the second Sonic movie is a tie-in for the Smash Brothers cinematic universe.
That would be the weirdest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
Like after the credits, like you see like the first trailer for Mario, it's like a post-credits thing.
The
Dun-dun-dun.
Smash Brothers cinematic universe.
Yeah.
So no, I'm excited to see
That'd
that.
be a lot of fun.
I'm excited to see that. I'm gonna have fun with that one. I think.
With Sonic.
Yeah, like I just expect it to be good. Honestly, the first, like I said, the first one was good, so I expect the second one to be more of that good. And
More
like you
good.
said, so far it seems to be early impressions that it's not Morbius. So
Oh, thank God.
yeah.
What's Morbius?
The Sony Spider-Man villain verse movie that just came out with Jared Leto.
Oh, it was awful.
Are you saw it?
I have not seen it. I've only seen testimonies of those who have. I think did I tell you?
Real
Did I tell you?
testimonials.
Did I tell you the fucking? I don't know if I told you the meme or posted it or not. It had that guy with the busted windshield.
I saw the meme where it was like somebody broke into my car and I had
It left-
two Morbius tickets. And
Yeah,
there
there
were
will be 4 more.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a really good one. And then Cheap Ass Gamer posted up a link that said, "Not watching the movie Morbius is free for everyone."
Yeah, no,
No, it's the second lowest rated Marvel movie of all time, and that's counting every Marvel, not the cinematic universe, but
lot.
every Marvel movie ever made.
Isn't Jared Leto also in the worst rated
DC movie? Yeah.
So he really knows how to pick them.
He's doing his best.
Is he doing his best?
He's doing something.
I feel like every movie that Jared Leto is in, he just plays Jared Leto.
No.
Come on.
No. Because he's been in some good movies.
Yeah, but he also, I think, in my opinion, I think he pretty much plays the same character in every movie.
Or he was in Requiem for a Dream.
I haven't seen that. It's like, isn't it like illegal for me? Like,
He's been riding off that for how many years?
That's okay. That movie was so good. It's okay.
Okay, fair enough. But I mean, like in terms of other things that I've seen him in, it just seems like he always is the same.
What character would you describe him as?
You know he tries to do? I'll tell you exactly what he tries to do.
Okay.
You know how who's the lead actor in Donnie Darko?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes. Yeah. So you know how Jake Gyllenhaal can do weird really, really well, but can also do like not weird really, really, really well?
Yeah.
It feels like Jared Leto has one speed, and that one speed is trying to be Jake Gyllenhaal weird and nothing else.
I feel like he's been that way since like the mid 2010s. But like otherwise, I haven't seen House of Gucci, so I don't actually know if he is.
He was in that.
Yeah, he's in it. I don't know actually how he is in that. But like, yeah, I think you're right about a lot of things. But I think in things like Requiem for a Dream or Dallas Buyers Club, he wasn't really that character. But like, those are like standout films, obviously. And then you like look at other stuff and you're like, he wasn't really that good in anything else now, was he?
I mean, like, his villain in like Blade Runner was weird.
Oh, that's right, he was in that.
Yeah, he was the villain in Blade Runner. What else? I don't know what I've seen him in recently, but it's just
looking through his IMDb right now. It's not anything
IMDb.
IMDb.
No, I think you're right. He's just coaxed off of Requiem for a Dream and Dallas Buyers.
He's just coasted off that for decades.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not seeing it. I don't plan on seeing it. Like I still haven't even seen like Eternals. Like I'm big on like watching the comic book movies. I haven't really watched many comic book movies either. I watched the Spider-Man movie and like that's it. The only other thing comic book related that I've watched lately at all is Loki, because Loki was really fucking good. It was really good. I think it's the best Marvel show right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's the only one I've watched, but I think it was really fucking good. So I couldn't see anything topping that, honestly, at this point.
No, it's really good. It's really good. So yeah, I'll talk about the Sonic movie next
When you see it.
when I see it
Yeah.
with my eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Anything else?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
All right. You guys ready to wrap up then?
You can wrap it up. We'll
All
wrap
right.
up.
We can do that. Well, thank you everyone for listening to us tonight. Don't forget to find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google, Amazon, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to reach out to us, we're on Facebook, Twitter, or you can send us an email at gamecrunchcast@gmail.com. Brandon,
Hello.
what's your final thoughts?
I don't know what I'm streaming this week. I really don't, actually. I'm probably going to continue playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I'm going to make a new character later tonight because the character I've made, it's like, not that good of a character. I don't like the way they're built so far. So I'm going to probably try and make a different build. So I'll probably stream more of Tiny Tina Wonderlands because it's not called Borderlands, and I keep making that mistake.
Tiny Tina's Borderlands?
No, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Yeah, you were calling it Tiny Tina's Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you were saying. Okay.
But it's a really good game in general. It's a lot of fun to play with friends. I've also been playing, like I said, golf with your friends, but I don't think I'll stream that. But yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Hopefully make the money this week for my Steam Deck and have that on hold and ready to go once I get my email. And then I can report to you guys about the Steam Deck once I have it in my hands.
That'll be really
the email will be sent to your junk folder.
No,
yeah, we send your junk folder and be like, oh,
no. So it sends an email to your actual email address, and then also you'll get a pop-up on your Steam account that'll tell you. So
now, when you do buy that, when do you get? Do you know when you get that? Is there a date?
It takes about 2 to 5 days.
Oh, that's
yeah,
actually pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll be looking forward to hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be very nice. I'm sure it'll be great.
I'm really excited because I wanted. See, when I had the laptop, right, which I still have, obviously, I wanted something that would be at least somewhat portable, and a laptop's okay enough. And I was able to sit in my car and play some Binding of Isaac on it, and that was fun. But it's just not what I was looking for. And then also with the whole battery life thing that I told you guys about, it's just not worth my time. But having the option and ways to have longer battery life and not being fucking tethered to being plugged in if I want to have high-end games playing on it with the Steam Deck, for instance, because I can play Elden Ring at a solid 30 FPS on medium or high settings on the Steam Deck. I've already looked into all that stuff, and you get 3 hours of gameplay out of it, and that's good enough for me. If I could play Elden Ring for 3 hours on a handheld, fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah, it's pretty solid.
It's not I have to buy games specifically for the Steam Deck because it just integrates with your Steam account. So every game I already own on my PC is playable on the Steam Deck,
which is really nice. That is a really nice feature, especially for you, considering how much history you have with Steam.
Yeah, I have 17 years on Steam.
Yeah, it's probably thousands of games.
Yeah, about 1,600.
Yeah, so nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
So,
plus, I spend the most time on PC anyway, and then I told you guys about the whole emulation front and what you can do on that, and so it's then there's all that also on top of it, so it's very customizable as well. I'm just excited to get it.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully.
Well, it should be within 2 months, right?
Oh, easily. Yeah. No. So my projected very last date that they could send the email out for me is May 6th. Because there's a calculator. There's a calculator right now that you can put in your information to, and it calculates what your date is, and the last date that they would possibly send the email out would be May 6th. So I will have it either several weeks before, or I think it says there's a margin of error of several weeks before, 1 or 2 weeks before, or 1 or 2 weeks after. So I'm either getting it in 2 weeks or I'm getting it in 4.5 weeks. But either way, it's not that long out.
Yeah. No, it's really solid. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll look forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Yeah.
Is that all you got?
That's all I got. I'm good now. I'm going I'm gonna go now.
All right, Nick, what are your final thoughts?
No, I got nothing. Like I said, I'll talk about Sonic next week after I watch it. And that's about it.
I mean, if any consolation, it has to be better than Sonic Adventure 2. So.
I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 is a masterpiece. I won't stand for the slander.
I won't either.
I won't stand for that slander. Maybe it is Sonic Adventure 2.
Hey, maybe it's Sonic Adventure 3.
Ooh.
Actually, no, I can't. I can't blit on it before it comes out because Sonic Adventure 1 is fantastic and Sonic Adventure 2 is horrible. So I mean, you can't really base
I don't
anything.
understand why you think 2 is
imagine
horrible.
being that wrong.
Why do you think 2 is horrible? Out of curiosity,
Because I've played it. I know.
Which version
witnessed
did you play?
The GameCube one.
Okay, I'm sorry,
but very good version.
You're just wrong. That's okay.
No, it's a horrible game.
That's fine, but you're wrong. Yeah. But sure.
Yeah, it was designed by Satan, and I've seen better. I don't know, Java games.
Oh, they're definitely better Java games because Minecraft's a Java game.
Cool math games.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. Okay. Well, stay tuned for Sonic. And I guess with that said, my name is Mike Anastasia. Find me online. I'm Clash Penguin on Twitter or your favorite gaming console. And until next week, game on.
Game on.
Game. News that's cool for both of you. New Monkey Island game.
Oh, neat.
Out of my age bracket, but
even though that's in my age bracket, I'm not a fan.
You guys must be going fucking wild.
Absolutely not. I'm not a huge fan of the LucasArts point-and-click adventure games because they're way too fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Abstract with the way they want you to do everything. It's more like, hey, just rub this item that you picked up like 7 hours ago in the game onto every single pixel on the screen and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, the newer ones weren't so bad, but even then, I don't love them.
No, I think like the best one in my opinion is like what was it? Age of the
Salmon
Tentacle?
Max.
Salmon Max is also really good. Actually, yeah, the best ones are Salmon Max.
Oh, yeah, because I forgot. Did you end up watching the Halo thing?
No, I didn't. I don't even have Paramount Plus.
It's free on YouTube. It's doing that poorly.
I've heard that it wants to be the Mandalorian.
There it is. Yeah, it is. It's just a ripoff of the Mandalorian. But gory. It's weird.